'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under.
Perfect.
We can keep that going all day.
That was good. I feel like we were harmonizing almost.
Yeah, pretty much. Hive Mind Podcast.
What's up? You're watching Hive Mind. Back with a new video for you. 10 emo rappers who will blow up in 2019. First off, the title of the video, emo rap. Who knows what's emo rap and what's not, or what to call the genre? I know Adam from Him on Everything calls it post-emo, but essentially this list is for people who, they like Lil Peep, Lil Tracy, Lil Aaron, Trippie Redd, something like that. And they want to dig a little deeper into artists who haven't come up yet. And I also left out established artists like Wicca Phase and GBC members. I left out, Gucci High Waters, Nothing Nowhere. Real quick, do you think Gucci High Waters is going to change his name because of the Gucci boycott?
Let's hope so.
I hope so too. Maybe Chanel High Waters. Prada High Waters. That Prada High Waters sounds kind of cool. Lastly, Graydon doesn't really listen to this genre of music that much, but he's here for jokes and for moral support.
And to learn more.
And at the end of the video, he's going to list 5 fake emo rappers based on the names that he heard here today. All right, so let's get right into it. Number 1, Juice WRLD. So a lot of you guys probably haven't heard of this guy. Number 1, Joey Rezak. Joey Rezak, originally from Dayton, Ohio. He lives in LA now. I think he's got massive star power. I think that he could be the biggest name in this whole kind of genre, this whole emo rap genre. I think he might be the biggest. He's got a perfect mix of pop rap with kind of Midwest emo and then ethereal production. I think that last factor is like what kind of separates him from people, is he's like willing to distort his voice and not always go for like punchy emo or trap production. He's like willing to, draw it out, make like a dreamy song, make something a little different, and not always just like lay within kind of one sound.
His workability makes him unique, I think. He could be with so many artists outside the genre, along within it. Yeah,
for sure. His melodies kind of like abstractly remind me of a lot of like Midwest emo from like the early 2000s, like Hawthorne Heights or Senses Fail or The Used or something. But he also has kind of the sophistication of like 90s indie rock, which you definitely don't hear a lot in this whole new set of like SoundCloud emo stuff. So stuff to check out from him. Definitely check out Love Me Never, the project from last year. Check out Ripping at the Seams with Luna. Came out at the end of last year. I think that's a hit.
Door Off the Hinges.
Door Off the Hinges is a good one. And then he's got a feature on the new Lilowski project that I think is really good. And he's got a song coming out that I predict will be his breakout hit. It's called 2,000 Miles. So look out for that. I think that's going to be one of those kind of like classic emo rap songs, like a groundbreaker for real.
And keep an eye out for a little something we got with him.
I ain't going to say too much, but coming very soon. Check for Joey on our channel.
Numero dos.
We got Cincinnati's own.
Yes, sir.
SEESON. So SEESON is probably going to be the biggest person we put on this list. Signs already point that direction.
Yeah.
I was also kind of hesitant to put him on here because, I don't know what makes an emo rapper anymore. But if you like Juice WRLD or you like Trippie Redd, you're going to like SEESON. He's got, that dark aesthetic, the dark style, both visually and sonically. And I think he can function within pop rap and make a pop hit. He's probably going to be a pop songwriter in the industry forever. But he's also kind of interpolating a lot of those emo themes and tropes. And, he's wearing all black and the chain links and stuff. He's got songs like Autumn Leaves, which are straight up like slow burner emo anthems. And then he's got Shell, which is the song that broke him out in the city and is a complete
smacker.
Yeah, it's a big pop rap like hit that kind of took everybody by storm. And then, of course, the big step up was Juice and SEESON together on Hide, which was on the Spider-Man soundtrack, which absolutely blew him out of the water. He went from like 10,000 followers to 30,000 followers. He's traveling the country with Juice WRLD now. So
I think what can kind of keep him in this genre is you were mentioning how he talks about his emotions. Like his lyrics aren't relying on the tropes of pop rap and other things. He's pretty open, or at least it comes off that way.
Yeah, and no pun intended, he has a cult fan base. So
Cult shit.
it'll keep him,
Life.
it'll keep him around for a really long time. I think people are really gonna love SEESON this year. Damn, I really wish I had a sweatshirt on. My hair looks stupid. Number 3, from Sterling, Virginia, my favorite town in the whole country. SafeSin. SafeSin, post-emo singer, emo rapper. He a lot of the time is he likes to make his songs a top production that reminds me of like XXXTentacion's like more melodic stuff. It has like the knocking rim shots and stuff like that. Deliver the Crush is the producer. But Safe's kind of delivery reminds me almost of Bexy, but like a kind of a more Bexy with like more personality to me. He's got like a dark aesthetic, definitely like raps with kind of like this weird attitude, this like air of, it's like almost an arrogant, like I know something that you don't. And it's kind of, it's creepy. Like it gives me kind of like but I'm just drawn to it. I keep returning to all his songs. Heartsick Demons was the one that like really captured me, but I listen to Safe Star a lot. He's got a bunch of songs. Definitely like, I think he'll appeal to people who like just the SoundCloud set, people who like just emo rap. I think he's got something like super special going on. So check out SafeSin, formerly Lil Sin, apparently. But yeah, check out SafeSin. He's definitely a star. All right, number 4 on the list, Convolk. A lot of you guys probably know Convolk, but I had to put him on the list anyway. One of my favorite artists right now. Originally from Oakland, lives in upstate New York with also Russian ties, not the kind that, you know, not the sketchy kind, but Russian ties. Even on his new song, he raps a little bit in Russian, which I think just like adds another element of intrigue to him. He's just got something super special going on. I think he's got a super clear communication like line with his fans. I think his fans are going to be like fans of him till the end, no matter what. I also think his vocal delivery is the most unique of anybody doing this style right now. I don't think he ever sounds like anybody else. And now, if you listen to like, you know, people who submit on like Patrick CCTV or like whatever, people who submit their emo rap songs,
starting to sound
you can
like
be
him.
like, oh, there's a Convolk flow. Like that's
what I
a
was gonna
Convolk
say.
flow. And but he has like a like, I can call him emo rap, but it's almost like alt rock rap in a certain sense. Like I think fans of like fucking Green Day will like Convolk. Like he's just got something totally different, sophisticated delivery, definitely like his own vocal sound and like clean production. Also, something really interesting about him that I heard in an interview is that he really likes like Wild Nothing and like Craft Spells and like kind of 80s sounding indie shit from like the early 2010s, which is sweet. I don't know how that's gonna play into his sound, but that's like some of my favorite music too. So it's really cool to hear that. If you don't know him, check out Black Heart. I think that's like his big, most accessible hit in my opinion. And then Tie Me to the Train Tracks I like a lot. And then the Posse Cut, the emo underground Posse Cut, Whatever It Takes, is a smash. And everybody will attach to that one. I think it's just like infectious. So
yeah, I fuck with that track.
Number 5, number 5, my guy, Fantasy Camp. Fantasy Camp, part of Misery Club, originally from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, a hotbed for emo and indie and like 2013 emo revival days, you know. That all of Pennsylvania kind of was, but he kind of comes out of that world but has found a new home in the emo rap set. Misery Club is definitely my favorite group coming out of that whole the whole underground thing right now. And I feel like he's kind of the underdog of that group. Emo singer, his delivery is much softer and more inoffensive than some of his counterparts. And I think that he will appeal to people who may not even be into the emo rap thing on account of the fact that they think some of it's whiny or that they weren't into, you know, MySpace music. Yeah. They'll like Fantasy Camp because what he does is a lot. It's just more accessible for people like that. I feel like rap fans will like him. So people who like Six Dogs, I feel like you'll really like Fantasy Camp. And even deeper in that barrel of influence, people who like Travis Scott will find stuff that they like vocally that Fantasy Camp does. He's got songs with Lotus. He's got
Convolk,
songs
you just mentioned.
Yep, got songs with Convolk. He's got a lot of songs with Zubin, songs with Slug Christ, all over the NetArb tape. His album One for Sorrow was one of my favorites of last year. Think it's going to be a big year for the guy. We're still trying to get the interview.
Come on, fancy camp.
He asked me to draw him cartoony, so here he is, yeah, Fantasy Camp. Definitely check him out. All right, number 6, numero sixco. This one's a little bit different than some of the other ones we've mentioned so far. Definitely a rapper. He's on the rap side of the fence of the emo rap tag. MDTA from Atlanta. Stands for More Dead Than Alive. Yeah. He's definitely rapping the way that he kind of stands out, or the reason I decided to include him here is because he plays with dark aesthetic, dark themes in his music, and also tends to favor guitar-heavy emo rap production. So River Phoenix, the song that really got me excited about MDTA, is produced by Smoke a Sack, Lil Peep's producer. And some of his other production definitely leans that way too. But I think fans of Sesh and Snot and Keyshore and people like that will really like what MDTA is bringing to the table. And I think it's also exciting that he's from Atlanta and he's doing this style. And there's no one there doing this style really, or even like leaning into it. Other than, I mean, Future did a tape with Juice WRLD, but like this is not that either. This is like...
It's exciting to see what someone playing with those themes will become with all those kind of resources around them of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because it'll get pushed and pulled in different ways than, someone from Pennsylvania.
Definitely. And I'd love to see him work with, some of the people I've mentioned on this list or about to mention, see where he goes from there. But definitely a change of pace from what we've mentioned, and someone that I think a lot of people in the emo rap set will really like. So check out MDTA, River Phoenix, dive in there, and then just keep going. Whatever else you find in the rabbit hole, River Phoenix is definitely the entry point, I think, for anybody trying to get into him. So check him out. Number 7, we got Dallas, Texas's own Slaye. Sleye. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry. I've only read it and seen his videos. I don't know how. I haven't seen an interview or anything.
Roast me.
So, roast me. Yeah, he's definitely a singer, an emo singer. I found him from his song Lost Soul on SoundCloud. I was just scrolling, listening, really got attached to it, and then I kind of like dove in deeper from there. But I think he'll definitely appeal to fans of Lil Aaron, Lil Lotus. He's got kind of the whinier Warped Tour style. Whining or Not a Diss, I definitely love that style too. I think he's bringing back a lot of the energy of that sound while also giving kind of like a dark, detached vibe. That's like what I get from him in his videos. And also visually, probably the most interesting of everybody that I've mentioned. He's like, his style is kind of like half androgyny, half goth boy click. He's doing like eye makeup and makeup on his face a lot, and then has like long straight hair, but then, kind of all black fishnets, like weird, just a weird visually. Like when I was listening to the music, I didn't expect him to look like this until I went into his videos, but I'm very into it. I think the whole as a package, I think he could be absolutely huge, especially within this set, and I feel like he's a little slept on right now. He's definitely getting some attention, but I'm interested to see what he does this year. Definitely check out Lost Soul, and then what was that other song?
Is Texas a hotbed for this scene?
I don't think so. I don't think Texas has
it sounds kind of surprising hearing like an artist like this from Dallas.
Yeah, for sure. But the other one is Clear as Day. Check out the Clear as Day video. I definitely fuck with that song a lot too. So I'm excited to hear more from him this year.
Slaye or Slay.
Slay or Slee. Crazy Eights.
Crazy Eights. Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco. Number 8 for us is Mirsy. Mirsy. I think, hopefully it's pronounced Mercy. I don't know. Roast me again. But anyway, she's, I think, originally from Pennsylvania. I could be completely wrong about that. Definitely based in LA at the moment. And she's an emo singer, runs with the Misery Club whole group right now. It seems like her features are Zubin and John Simmons. She shows up on the Lil Narnia tape that just came out not too long ago with she and Saphir both appear on the same song, which is really cool.
Love Saphir.
Yeah, me too. Mirsy, definitely a little bit more of a reserved artist than some of the ones we've mentioned, both from a personality standpoint and from a musical standpoint. I think that people who like that kind of slower, darker indie sound from the early 2010s, like Bon Iver or the Antlers will probably like what Mirsy's bringing. It's just kind of dark and serene. It's meditative in a certain way. I find myself like listening to it late at night when I want to go to sleep, that type of thing. But it's still really, really nice. I think that what she's bringing is definitely different. And Stay Around with Zubin was one that like really captured my attention, and I just kind of kept repeating that one until it was, constant rotation for some of the other ones too. The one with John Simmons is really nice. She's on the Wicca Phase West Coast tour. Her and Horsehead are the openers for that. So I think it'll be big. We'll see what happens for her this year, but definitely a big Mirsy fan. Yep. So shout out to Mirsy. Number nine, and my hair looks like a fountain.
I've been throwing coins at your head, making wishes.
Yeah, my hair is sweet. Fuck y'all. Number 9, Ohio boy, Lilowski. Lilowski, had to include him. Wasn't sure if I was going to because I didn't know if I could call him an emo rapper, but Juice WRLD and Trippie Redd, if they can wear that name or that genre tag, then so can Lilowski.
Absolutely.
But he's got so much pop sensibility that it was hard for me to place him there because, his big hit Fiji from last year was huge on SoundCloud. Fun fact about it, same beat as Theme Song by Lost Generation. I love both those songs. Cool that they made a hit on the same beat. Shout out to both of them. That song was such a pop song, such a pop rap crossover song. And then No Worries, which is the follow-up hit, was also it leaned that way. There's definitely, hints of emo in there, but it is like those are pop songs. And so it was hard for me to place him in this category until the new project came out. So Life Without Heartbreak out now. Definitely check it out. But so much Midwest emo guitar work on the beats in there. He's got the song with Joey Rezak on there, but we mentioned before, Bad Intentions. My favorite song on the project for sure, and definitely an emo song. That is full on an emo song. But
I feel like it's the instrumentals that put him in this category. Definitely.
But the thing that really sells me on it is that he has a Silverstein sample on the project. So shout out to Silverstein. Real emo fans will definitely know about Silverstein. Really cool to see that pop up there. I don't know how much of that was Lilowski himself or his producer. Who knows? But it is cool to see that influence in that project. And also shout out to, I don't forget who made the album cover, but I really like it. The album artwork is super cool for that project. Definitely plays well with kind of the aesthetic of it as being darker and kind of like a lovesick heartbreak album in a lot of ways. I'm excited about Lilowski. I think if you like Juice WRLD, if you like Trippie Redd or X, you'll really like what Lilowski's bringing to the table.
Absolutely.
Check out No Worries. Check out Bad Intentions. Check out the whole Life Without Heartbreak project. I want to see some music videos from Lilowski in 2019. I think that's
maybe we can shoot him for him.
Hey, hit us up, Lilowski, if you want a music video made by Hive Mind. I'll talk to my boys Grant and Alex. Let's go ski, Lilowski. Number 10.
Ding, 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 ding,
ding, ding, ding. We got our boy 909 Memphis.
Oh yeah.
He's not really our boy. I've never met him or talked to him, but I'm excited about his music. I think he's from Virginia. Let me check real quick.
Definitely one of my favorites on this list.
Yeah. He's from Virginia. He's got a distinct look. That's like one thing that really draws me. Makes me think that he's gonna be really big. Is he looks like a pretty boy from like a high school drama show. Like he's a white boy with like long flowy hair. I realize I'm describing myself right now, but also he wears like, jumpsuits and shit. He's just got like this look to him where like, I don't know, like he would be really hateable in a high school drama, but
kind of unsuspecting too in the genre. I feel
for
like.
Sure, but he's really likable as an emo singer. He's definitely the heaviest use of auto tune on the list for sure. But also has shown shades of being really versatile. I can't help but be reminded of Lil Tracy when I think of 909 Memphis because he's got kind of this, like I said, like heavily auto-tuned vocal style, but he made this song called Prove It. I think that's the name of it. That is like a full-on 80s pop song, like 80s pop, but with his kind of like signature delivery over top of it. Yeah, his cadence is like, it's his, but it's on top of this like 80s production. Reminds me of like the Shit on the Tracy World EP or something, or I I don't know, old Tracy projects, like even old Young Bruh projects remind me of 909's, like 909 Memphis' shit. Also known as Memphi. People call him Memphi, which I think is really funny.
Sounds like a fake name I'd think of.
Yeah, it does. But his hit is called Forfeit. I listen to that song so much. It's like, yeah, it's just infectious. You remember it right after the first time you hear it. I broke my heart this morning.
And a running beat, like a beat that doesn't stop.
Yeah,
I really
for sure.
love.
For sure. He just did a song with Tommy Ice too. I forget what it's called, but it's really good too. That pretty boy emo rapper aesthetic it definitely stands out. Yeah. So I think I think a lot of people are going to catch on to his whole wave this year.
I think so too. I think he's easy to like. Like anytime you've subjected me to his music, I'm like, oh, this is great. Like I have no problems with it.
For sure. Shout out Memphi. Yeah. Graydon, give me your 5 fake emo rappers based on the names that you heard today.
These are fake names. They're 5 artists I really love, and if you like any of these names, feel free to take them. Don't even credit me. Just steal them. First off, we got Scabs, one of my favorite guys, young. He's from West Coast. Next guy, Chunder Oath.
Chunder Oath.
I think it's a group, but I'm not sure. Devil's Stepson.
Devil's Stepson. Oh, okay.
He's vicious, like just bars and everything you could imagine. Bloodshot Gang. They're a big group.
Yeah.
They're powerful stuff. And Satan's Preacher is another one.
Satan's Preacher. Devil's Stepson and Satan's Preacher. Have they ever collabed on anything?
I wish. They need to get hip to each other.
And then do you want to do is there any Lil rappers?
Yeah, for sure. Lil Brains.
Lil Brains. Oh, okay.
And it's not because he's smart. He's like, it's a zombie aesthetic.
Oh.
Yeah. Kinda, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's sweet. Well, definitely check those guys out or steal those names if you want them for sure.
And if you're out there and that is your name, hit us up.
Yeah, we'll cover you for free on this channel.
Easy.
Yeah, all right. Those are the 10 real artists and 6 fake artists that you can check out. And if you have some that we missed or anything like that, leave it in the comments. Give us a list. Doesn't have to be 10. Give us a list of people you think are going to blow up. I'll argue with you, tell you you're wrong. And also check out anybody that I haven't heard of. We will check out every single artist that you put in the comments.
Yeah. Let's expand each other's horizons.
Expand each other's minds, bro. We need to take acid together, you and me. You and me. Let's take some LSD together, baby.
Do it in a cabin.
All right. It's been Hive Mind. Check us out. Hive Mind TV on Instagram. Hive Mind is Soch on Twitter. You know how it is. And bye-bye.
Cut my wrists and black my eyes. Cut my wrists and black my eyes.